说了啊，都说了。哎呀，能耐吗？
没有给他任何的损失。
这个，但你看，刚买回来马上就花屏了，这根本就没法用，对不对？
这哪有这么不可信息呢？太乱了！刚漏液坏了，这是我的华为超。
Xiaomi 17. From confrontation to blatant copying, a desperate ploy. Just hours after the iPhone 17 officially went on sale on the evening of September 12th, Xiaomi, China's tech giant, dropped its own bombshell, renaming its Xiaomi 16 series to Xiaomi 17, accompanied by a bold public challenge to take on Apple head-on. Lei Jun, Xiaomi's CEO, dubbed the Elon Musk of China, posted on Weibo. We debated for 180 days, working tirelessly to make the leap past 16 and confront iPhone 17 directly. But behind the grandiose rhetoric lies a harsh reality. This isn't innovation, it's blatant copying. The naming scheme mirrors Apple's exactly from 17, 17 Pro to 17 Pro Max, along with a strikingly similar design featuring slim bezels and flat screens, even down to the slogan, leading 100 years ahead. The internet erupted. Why not call it Xiaomi 117 and claim to be a century ahead of Apple? One user quipped. A longtime Xiaomi fan lamented, I supported Xiaomi out of patriotism, but now I'm embarrassed. Is this a confrontation or just piggybacking on Apple's hype? The controversy escalated as comparison videos spread online showing the Xiaomi 17 as a near-identical knockoff of the iPhone 17, complete with a camera setup and an ad-riddled laggy MIUI interface. Xiaomi's history of copying was dragged into the spotlight like a horror movie reel. Its flagship SU7 car, once hailed as a breakthrough, was criticized for resembling Porsche by 90% from the elongated front to intricate door locks, though Xiaomi's version, priced at just 300 yuan, lacks the LED lights and cigarette lighter of the original. One SU7 owner shared. 2 days after buying it, the logo fell off. The speakers crackled like firecrackers, and the crash bar deformed after a minor bump. Lei Jun once vowed not to copy a single detail, but Porsche scoffed at Xiaomi's design patents as a joke. The result, sluggish SU7 sales, forced Xiaomi to slash prices from 4,000 yuan to just over 2,000 yuan, while its stock plummeted. This signals a Xiaomi grappling with an economic crisis, razor-thin 5% profit margins, squeezing small factories, and even strong-arming African partners. The Chinese Communist Party CCP touts Xiaomi as a national brand, but beneath the surface lies fear without latching onto Apple's coattails. Xiaomi risks fading into obscurity. Huawei's price plunge, desperate discounts, or admission of defeat. While Xiaomi played the name-copying card, Huawei countered the iPhone 17 with a bloodbath price cut strategy. Just 1 day after Apple's launch, Huawei announced a Harmony OS gratitude campaign, all flagship models slashed by 2,000 yuan from the foldable Mate X6 down from 18,999 to 16,999 yuan to the Pura 80 Pro cut by 1,000 yuan. We don't just outshine in technology, we're thousands of yuan cheaper than Apple, proclaimed Yu Chengdong, Huawei's head, on Weibo. But behind this trump card lies panic. Huawei's sales have plummeted 30% from last year, forcing a fire sale to clear bloated inventories. A small retailer in Shenzhen groaned, I'm a reseller, and Huawei stock is piling up. I'm losing money because prices are dropping faster than a brakeless bicycle. Huawei, how are we supposed to survive? The harsh truth hit harder as quality complaints flooded in. Videos surfaced of users reporting Mate X6 leaks after 5 to 6 days, trifold screens flickering below 20 degrees C, and devices exploding without impact. A mother who bought a 18,999 yuan phone for her father said, "It broke after a year and Huawei refused warranty blaming user error and quoting 4,000 yuan for repairs." Devices overheated from browsing Douyin auto-deleted background apps due to excessive heat, and Harmony OS was riddled with bugs. WeChat crashed constantly, and work apps wouldn't run. After-sales service. A disaster staff berated customers as mentally defective and forced them to sign agreements accepting Harmony OS inconveniences before purchase. The peak came in Harbin, where a retailer complaining about a bulging screen and loose adhesive was arrested by police at a Huawei service center. "They knew my business address and threatened to freeze my account," he said in a video swiftly deleted. Netizens dubbed this the IQ tax, a foolish price paid for buying Huawei out of patriotism. While Apple held steady prices, Huawei's discounts masked a grim reality reliance on Qualcomm chips, no true domestic chip breakthrough, and global sales tanking due to U.S. sanctions. Consumer revolt. From patriotism to boycotting domestic brands. The storm didn't stop at sales, it sparked a rebellion among consumers, the true victims of this brand war. On Douyin and Weibo, thousands of videos showed lines for the iPhone 17. 90% of college students use Apple. Androids are just cheap devices with yellowish screens, one user said. A young woman confessed, "I love my country, but for financial media work, iPhone's video quality is unmatched, no lag, no overheating." Meanwhile, Huawei and Xiaomi stores stood deserted. Apple's first floor is packed, while the domestic brand's second floor feels like a graveyard. Xiaomi fans felt betrayed. From the unique Ultra to copying Pro Max without Apple as a benchmark. They're directionless. One Xiaomi car owner smashed his device in front of a store. They claimed 200 km/h to a dead stop, but a light crash dislodged the logo and fried the speakers. "Our money doesn't grow on trees." The outrage fueled a boycott movement. "Stop Being Huawei's Fodder" trended with millions of views. Users accused Xiaomi of poaching Geely engineers for cars and copying Meizu since its early days. Huawei faced backlash for exploding batteries leaks and silencing customers. Economic woes worsened the situation. Youth unemployment soared. Disposable income shrank, yet the 13,999 yuan iPhone 17 1TB sold out. "We're secretly wealthy," a blogger noted, but the CCP hides it with propaganda. Buying domestic is patriotic. Buying Apple is treason. The result: consumers voted with their wallets lining up for Apple despite censorship. The patriotism trap, political pressure, and silent resistance. Beneath the national brand veneer, the CCP is intensifying its anti-US campaign. If you're Chinese, choose Xiaomi, otherwise you're a traitor. Yet iPhone 17 sold out, despite social media claims of Apple spying on users. One netizen mocked, "If there's proof, Apple's spying its $3 trillion market cap would crash to 500 billion, why not show it?" This fanaticism isn't just delusion, it's a control tool. Huawei fans scream patriotism as a shield for self-interest, but when benefits vanish, they switch sides. An Apple user argued, "I pay taxes. Apple creates jobs. Why am I labeled a traitor?" Silent resistance is rising. Young people see Lei Jun as a copycat icon, not an innovator. If Xiaomi succeeds by copying, why bother? Innovating, a student asked. Huawei, with its military roots, is accused of spying yet fails domestically. The anti-US campaign flopped despite boycott calls. Apple's mainland sales surged 50%. This is a political crisis. The CCP hides it with censorship, deleting objective analyses and locking critical accounts. The internet warps minds, a banned blogger lamented. Telling the truth gets you reported by loyal fans who's protecting them. Censorship and hidden truths. The CCP's crumbling facade. Beneath lies an iron curtain of censorship concealing systemic cracks. The Harbin Huawei complaint video vanished instantly, its poster's account locked for disrupting order. A Heilongjiang user said I posted about arrogant after-sales service, and my account was banned. Huawei knows my personal info from their system. On Weibo, posts about the iPhone frenzy were cleaned, replaced with claims of Harmony OS, surpassing 50% longer call time. But leaks slip through. Huawei forces buyers to sign system flaw acceptance agreements, and staff admit, "Don't update, it's not ready." Bigger secrets are surfacing. China's economy is stagnating with 4% GDP growth, a decade low, 20% youth unemployment, and crippling public debt. The CCP masks this with crazed marketing boasting leading ahead while relying on US chips, copying Porsche and Ferrari tech. Xiaomi's cars rival Tesla but crash due to shoddy quality. Huawei claims 3 generations ahead but battles exploding batteries. Society is polarized. Youth queue for Apple to flex while older generations are coerced into patriotism via propaganda. Politically, US-China tensions escalate with Huawei's sanctions-induced global market loss, forcing a domestic fight to the death. America's collapse. "We've heard it for 30 years, a netizen scoffed. But China's the one crumbling from world's factory to copycat workshop with innovation stifled by control. Broader consequences, a full-scale crisis, an uncertain future. The bigger picture is a China facing a comprehensive crisis. Economically, giants like Xiaomi and Huawei crush small factories with thin profits, leading to fire sales and widespread unemployment. Socially, consumers are exhausted by price wars and poor quality, with trust collapsing from leading ahead to fodder for the grinder. Politically, the CCP uses patriotism as a shield, but fails to control behavior wallets. Trump propaganda. Hidden truths. Crippling debt. Foreign tech dependence and simmering youth discontent, ready to smash Huawei phones in front of stores for justice. The iPhone 17 isn't just a phone, it's a torch exposing cracks. While Apple delivers on time, domestic brands overhype and vanish. Quality always wins, a Shenzhen buyer said. But for the CCP, victory is suppression, deleting videos, locking accounts, and preaching nationalism. Will this storm spark change, or is it the final crack before total collapse? China stands at a crossroads: innovate or copy, freedom or control, and consumers lining up for Apple have already chosen their answer.